Hello everybody, my name is Dratnos, and welcome to my weekly vault video here on August 15th. Another similar vault to last week. I've got 6 tank vaults that all have some amount of stuff in them, and then a couple of bonus characters, but not all of my, bonus characters ended up getting a key done last week. Because this week I was busy pushing some keys on a few nights on my Druid here. That's pretty much done now, as long as they don't nerf the dungeons, which I think they should do. But as long as they don't do that, probably safe for title here at this point, so no need for further keystones on this character. And maybe it'll be a little bit easier to pick up some weekly alt keys on those days instead. But yeah, so this is my Druid. I've got 3 rows in the raid and 3 rows in M+, so pretty full vault here. Hoping to see, I think a Chromatic Essence would be my favorite thing to see. Okay, so there's the 450 belt. There's, Harlan's Loaded Dice at 447. Interesting. Cloak, gloves, and a Socketed Mastery Haste Ring. All somewhat interesting. I wonder what the belt catalyzes to. I wonder if I can see that. I know you can see the other ones here, but I don't know if you can see easily what the off piece is catalyzed to in game. I'm not sure you can, so let's take a look at this on Wowhead. Okay. So what is this? Garland of the Autumn Blaze. It's Verse Mastery. Okay. So that's not bad. My current one is Verse Haste, which is good. That's better stats than Verse Mastery, but the eye level is nice, and these things can be hard to find. So I don't know. I mean, Harlan's Loaded Dice is a good trinket, but I guess that's also hard to find. So I am not sure. Not sure what I should go with here. I think I don't really want a Harlan's Loaded Dice long term. So I think I'm just gonna take this chance to pick up this 450. Well, let's just see. Let's see if there's any Feral Druids or stuff using Harlan's Loaded Dice. That could be a quick little check, because I do like playing Feral sometimes. Let's see, trinkets. Okay, most popular Feral Druid trinket. Hang on. Guardian Druid. Yeah, Guardian a lot less popular. Although, if I'm not playing with other people that have Essence, but I'm always going to be playing with other people that have Essence, pretty much. I could play Dice in Essence, though, in keys where I don't want to play Beacon. And maybe in Raid I would do that sometimes. And then definitely if I ever played Feral. Alright, I'm coming around to it. It's 3 eye levels on the belt, like, who cares? Whereas you can't ever guarantee you're gonna see a Loaded Dice again. So let's go with that. Let's go with the Harlan's Loaded Dice. That's a cool item. That's a nice item. Alright, up next is my Demon Hunter. My Demon Hunter actually did Mythic Rashok in a kind of powerful alt run thing last week. So I've got 5 out of 9 done for the vault on this character. Pretty exciting. Fleet Spec will be Havoc. And the biggest win I think would be 450 Shoulders, because you can randomly roll those even if you haven't killed Neltharion. Of course, we failed to see that here, though. We're instead offered a Crit Haste Cloak. This one is a little bit more heavily weighted towards crit than my current cloak, but I don't know. I kind of like both of those stats pretty close to equally. And a Mastery Haste Ring, which not particularly exciting either. So we'll grab these Aspect Tokens of Merit for now and be reasonably happy with those. How much does that put us at? That puts us at 4, so no new socket yet. What's my crest situation? I don't have a new Enchanted Aspect crest. Oh, I have something in the mail, though. I wonder what I have in the mail. Because I think I might have put up an order for one. Oh, no, okay, I put up an order for a Ringbound Hourglass, even. So that can replace this thing. And Haste Crit sounds good. And do I have any Ring enchants? Ring. Looks like no. Okay, what am I looking like on the stats? Oh, I have a lot of haste already. Let's send some crit. Ring crit. Yeah, interesting. This season, crit's gotten a lot better for various different, like, physical damage only defense stats, like crit for DH and a lot of specs, and mastery for several specs as well. Not really DH, because mastery is still pretty weak for DH. Has gotten a lot better, because all the damage is basically dodgeable, parryable in dungeons these days. But yes, this character's coming together pretty nicely. I picked up an anvil in that run, so I can upgrade this thing up to 447, upgrade my shoulders up to 447. Pretty much done. Obviously, like a mythic beacon would be good, but that's going to require a Sarkareth kill, which is a lot of work. So where this character's at right now, it's, very happy place, 446. Ready for next season. Could use a chromatic essence in case I have to play next season as this character. That's the main thing. Like, looking into next season, a beacon and an essence would be good to have so that I can, because like those are the things that are most likely to still be useful in like the second or third week of raid, right? A beacon to kill some prio target, an essence to buff the people that are still wearing essence that haven't upgraded out of it yet, and that will probably quickly be upgraded next tier for most people, but you can never be sure. And those are usually the things like Icon was really good to have on your tanks for several weeks this tier because you had a couple of unlucky people in your raid that benefited from it. Okay, so here's my DK. My DK has killed all the bosses now. So I've got Sarkareth loot in here too. Currently wearing a mutated Mag Mammoth scale. Changing this to a chromatic essence would be extremely good. Okay, a crit haste ring, the 450 ring. So a couple eye levels on ring. Pants to myth track. That sounds pretty compelling. Or a necklace. All right, well, we'll take the pants to myth track. That is a pretty nice outcome, especially because I actually have a mythic curio on this character that I was kind of waiting to use because I have hero track chest piece, and I actually have 447 shoulders, and I could get 450 out of the mythic curio as well, which is maybe something I'll still do. And I actually have a myth track helmet in my bags. I just haven't catalyzed it yet, or I haven't put it on yet. But I probably should do that too. Hate seeing the socket go, but I'm sure it's better. But yeah, this is nice. This is a nice upgrade here. Got to decide if I want to spend this curio or wait to see. Because I'm not sure. Maybe I'll bring this character to raid again this week and get another roll at like shoulders, chest piece, tier. Let's just quickly upgrade this though. I've got extra aspect crest on this character now, so can start sending those upgrades. And yeah, all right. This character's also just need chromatic essences on like everybody. That's the main thing, is some mythic chromatic essences. All right. Now we've just got a couple of characters that have M+ vaults. The raid vaults are finished for now for this week. We've got my Paladin up first, which doesn't need too much. This character could use... what could it even use? Kind of hard to imagine. Myth track... Okay, myth track chest piece. That's what we're looking for. I guess, or a big ret weapon. I don't know if I have a good ret weapon. Nice myth track two-hander. Okay, we've got... Ooh, indestructible shoulders. That's a, that's an upgrade. Actually, I think I should take this... Yeah, I should take the tokens. That's annoying. If this was a different tertiary, I could take this, but with indestructible, I don't think I could justify that over the tokens, because those will add up to something eventually. Darn. I like indestructible. That's my bis tertiary, because I die a lot. All right, here's my monk. My monk, I did do a keystone on. Despite the fact that it's kind of hard to imagine anything being an upgrade for this character, there are a couple of things that could come out of M+ that would be good. There's like some Neltslayer chest pieces and backs. There's some good necklaces that exist in some dungeons as well. So getting any of those would be good. Getting a piece with a tertiary would be good. But mostly we're pretty likely to be just taking the 2 tokens of merit on this character. It's going to be very hard to do too much better than that. So yeah, we'll see if we can find something. I guess the necklace would be good, but this week I'm just going to craft a necklace as well. So pretty much good here. All right, there's haste first boots. Yeah, we grab the tokens of merit. That'll bring me up to 10. But I don't really need anything with them is the thing. Like I have sockets in all my socketables already. So I guess now I almost have enough for 2 tertiary upgrades to be socketable. All right, well, That character is basically full build. It's got everything it could possibly want. It's even got a mythic chromatic essence in its bags that I don't currently wear, but that is available for next tier. Will be good if I need it, if I play that character. Okay, here's my warrior. My warrior needs a little bit more. My warrior still has a few spots that can use upgrades. Looking for some nice myth track gloves, helmet, chest piece. Those, I think, would be the things we'd be happiest to see. Loot spec Fury, that's fine. That's fine. A big one-hander would be cool, too. And Fury can loot those. Bracer's not at all what we need, although this is verse haste, which is better than verse crit, I think, so... or I could take the socket here. I do have a ring that is kind of crying out for a socket. These stats are pretty good. I need a lot of sockets on this character, though. I'm gonna grab the socket. Like, the haste is a little bit better than the crit. Well, I don't have a lot of haste on this character, and I have a lot of crit. All right, I've changed my mind. I'm gonna go with the binders of the moldering. I think I need to start fixing the stats on this character, and I don't actually even have something that's like that good to socket right now. Like, I could socket these bracers, but like we just said, I kind of don't love the stats on them. I could socket this ring, but I kind of don't love the stats on it either. So eventually, it's very likely I'm going to craft double ring on this character at some point. I could socket my helmet, but it's not on the myth track. So I've kind of talked myself out of it. I'm going to go with the, let's see, bracers, leech. What is it? Wrist leech? Bracer leech. Of course. You only enchant one of your bracers rather than two. That makes sense. All right. Put the enchant on. Is that actually... Yeah, look, these are called legs. These are called wrist, I see. Okay, interesting. Interesting. The consistency of the plural is, interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay, tanks are done. Now we enter the bonus segment of the weekly vault video, where I've decided... I did 2 extra keys last week on my random army of rats. Up first is my Shaman. My Shaman, still an elemental Shaman, but I'm still going to be opening my vault as enhancement, because I would love to see an enhancement weapon. If I pick up one of those, then I'll do some enhancement keys on this thing instead of elemental going forward, because I do want to try that out. I just don't have a weapon for that yet. So yeah, we'll open the vault for that. Otherwise, good outcomes would be a nice big necklace. Kind of don't even really want to see a nice big ring, but could. Bracer upgrade, shield upgrade, you know. I guess you can't see a shield if you're opening an enhance, right? So that's not a risk. Vault line leggings. Oh, okay, you know. That's myth track and catalyzable in the legs. Hard to be unhappy about that. That's a pretty good outcome. Slam some frozen spell thread on that. Wait. Sequencing is important here. I'm pretty sure if you put the spell thread on it, and then you catalyze it, you lose the spell thread. So we'll buy the spell thread, get it in the bags, and then we'll make a quick jaunt over to the catalyzer. Just up over the hill here. And yeah, it's going to bring me, all right, getting pretty close to 440 on this character. And I have a lot of upgradable stuff still, actually. I have a lot of stuff that I could upgrade with, even if I did a heroic run on this character, there's actually still a lot of stuff in that below 437 range that I could upgrade, so. Next time there's a heroic running, maybe I bring this thing. Hang on. Could be a good character. Like, this character's got a lot of good gear, and it still has stuff that could be upgraded by that, so. That's like the best case for it. Okay. The Braze of the Cinder Wolf. Braze. You know what? Google, I'm going to need some help here. Okay, Google doesn't even think this is a word. Bray definition. Yeah. Okay, wait. No, okay, I found it. A low defensive wall, particularly of a castle, a rampart, or, and here we go, trousers, namely a baggy type of trouser or breeches worn by many ancient people and tribes, most notably the Gauls, Also later worn by Crusaders and Templar Knights. So that's what we're looking for here. Okay. Wow. I had to go fairly deep to find this. It wasn't like Google didn't have a definition for you like it does for more common words, but that is cool. That's a cool word and a cool upgrade there. Let's throw the spell thread on before we forget. And you know, the myth track is kind of coming together. Actually, myth track I have been everywhere except for shoulders now on my tier slots, so pretty happy with how that's going. Oh, I guess this is slower than Hearthanger recalling. Actually, we can Lust, then Astral Recall even faster. That's big tech. Lust doesn't speed up your Hearthstone, but it does speed up your Astral Recall, so... or your Teleport if you're a mage, any of those sorts of things. Alright, Shaman done. Let's take a look at my last character that I did a key on last week, which was my Evoker. I often didn't do Evoker key, like in previous weeks when I was doing all my characters, I would do a Sarkareth on my Evoker, like a Heroic Sarkareth, and I would just roll a vault out of that, but I did a key on it instead. I've been lazy about doing the Sarkareth kills, because I kind of don't want to make that legendary anyways. It'd be time-intensive and gold-intensive to do, so... kind of okay with not getting one. I'll still kill Sarkareths if there's an easy Sarkareth going on, I'll bring my Evoker first, of course, a Heroic Sarkareth or something, but yeah, I've got an M+ vault here. We expect Devastation, that should be fine. I guess a big Spoils or Iridius Fragment would be really good to see here. Bromax Disentombed Locket. Oh, okay. I guess this is worse stats for... this is worse stats for both Dev and Og than Magmarax's Fourth Caller. The question is, what do I want to craft on this thing? I guess I'm not going to craft for ages. I actually bet this is a DPS loss to put this on for Og. And maybe even for Dev as well. Well, I would be losing Verse, which is a kind of dead stat. I don't know. I'm going to pick this up either way, because even if I don't want to equip this, that saves me an Aspect Crest on upgrading here, which has got to be kind of close in value to getting a socket on a character that is going to have very limited Aspect Crest, which this character is. Right? A lot of characters, you kind of assume you're going to get all the Aspect Crest you need, but this character, pretty unlikely that it actually does enough content that drops Aspect Crest to get all that it wants this season. So for that reason, I'm not going to think too much about that. And then I can, sim this Disentombed Locket for a couple different specs and see if it's actually worth dropping the Mastery for. Again, I suspect it's probably not for Og or Dev, but maybe because it drops the Verse as well. It could be worthwhile. Anyways, that is the end of another great Vault video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope your vaults were good this week. Next week's vaults may or may not be. There's Great Push this weekend. And also, there's Path of Exile League coming out on Friday, so a chance that the vaults maybe even less full than they were this week. We'll see. Depends. Maybe I'll get some keys done on like Tuesday or Wednesday or something. Pre-fill the vaults up nicely. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.